Good morning, everybody. It's Ed, and this is Let's Cook It. It is March 5th, 2023. It's a Sunday. Okay, so I know I've been gone for about 3 months, and one of the reasons I haven't been on for a while is that I had taken a new position where I work, and the schedule was a little bit different, and it didn't really give me a lot of time to do any videos. But I'm going back to my old job starting tomorrow. The schedule is what I used to work, so that's going to give me a few more days during the week to free up some time and hopefully get back into these videos, because I've really missed making them, and I've missed everybody, and everybody's been asking me, have I stopped making videos? And I told them I hadn't really stopped making them, but I just really didn't have the time to do any videos. All right, so today what I'm going to make is a slow cooker beef stew. And at the end of the video, I'm going to taste test something that I saw at the store this morning, and I've been kind of curious about it, so I thought, well, we'll try it, see what it tastes like, and see if it's worth some of the hype that I've been hearing about it. All right, so what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to make this slow cooker beef stew. It's going to cook for about 4 to 6 hours on high. What you're going to need is 2 pounds of beef cubes already browned, 30 ounces of beef broth, a half cup of Marsala wine, about 2 cups of carrots, and 1 can of crushed tomatoes, and 2 stalks of celery, and of course your potatoes, which I haven't cut up. So what I'm going to do right now is pause the video, cut these potatoes up, and then we're going to finish the recipe. All right, be right back. Okay, see how out of practice I am? I didn't prep all my food. I wondered what I was forgetting, and it turned out it was the potatoes, but I've already got those cut up now. And they're in fairly big chunks because you want to leave them that way, because this is going to cook pretty hot, and if you cut the potatoes too small, they'll just turn to mush. So you want to leave them in pretty big chunks. All right, so I've already told you the ingredients, but I will have those listed in the video description, and we'll go over everything. All right, so what I did first, I did brown the beef cubes. I have rolled them in some flour and put some spices in the flour. I used some steak seasoning and some paprika. Just tossed that all together, browned it, and then at the end of the cooking, which, by the way, you don't have to cook the meat all the way through because it's going to finish cooking in the crock pot. But anyway, so I did a little reduction to get all the bits of the brown stuff out of the pan and all that, made a little glaze, poured it over the beef, which we're going to put in the crock pot. And to deglaze the pan, I used a little bit of Marsala cooking wine. Another thing you can use for this recipe, if you want to, is use like a half cup to a cup of any red wine. That just really gives it a full-bodied flavor. All right, so I'm going to put the camera down here. We're going to start assembling this, and we'll get it started. And at the end of the video, as I said, a taste test of something that I saw in the store. All right, so here's the crock pot, the trusty crock pot, which is good for just about everything. So what you want to do is you want to make the beef the base of your stew. You don't want the veggies on the bottom because it's gonna overcook them if you do. All right, so we have the beef in here, right? Now what you want to do is take the 30 ounces of beef broth, pour it in there, kind of give it a little stir. The 1 can of crushed tomatoes. Give that a little bit of stir. Put that in there like that. Your carrots. I used baby carrots, but you can use big carrots if you want to. And here's the half cup of Marsala wine that I also used to deglaze the beef, the stuff in the pan. We're going to put 2 stalks of celery. Put that in there. your potatoes. All right. And a packet of onion soup mix. So sprinkle that on there like that. Give that all a pretty good stir so everything gets incorporated. I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to upload this as a part 1 and a part 2 since it takes so long for this to cook. Now I'm also going to add some other seasonings of my own, just some things that I thought would be good in the stew. You can add anything you want, take out anything you want. So I'm going to put a little bit of, here it is, basil. Give it a little sprinkle there. Some herbes de Provence, so fancy. These are good in just about anything. Oregano. Put some oregano in there just like that. And rosemary. Maybe I should put some parsley and some sage in there too. And some thyme. All right, but I'm not going to do that. So, again, stir everything together. Just get that really good and incorporated. The crock pot is already on high. Put the lid on it and let it go. There you go. All right, so before you eat the beef stew, what you're going to do is thicken it a little bit. You're going to use 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. Mix that together. At the end of the cooking, take the lid off, stir that in. It's going to thicken right up. You can make it a little thicker if you like, or leave it soupy like it is right now, which would be more like a vegetable soup. But we're going to have stew, so I am going to make sure that it does get thickened up. All right, so when I was at the store today, I saw something that I'd heard about, seen it advertised a couple different places, and I thought, well, I wonder what that's going to taste like. So I thought, well, why not? I'm going to try it. So what it is the Marshmallow Peeps flavored Pepsi. I don't know. Let's taste it. Well, it's not bad. It surprisingly does taste like Marshmallow Peeps, which I do like. So I'm going to drink it. It's pretty good stuff, actually. It's not real sugary like I thought it was going to be. But anyway, Marshmallow Peeps flavored Pepsi, who did not sponsor this video because I don't have any sponsors. I just thought I'd try it out and let everybody know. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to let the crock pot do its thing for the next 4 to 6 hours. Thicken it up right before the end. And then we're going to try it, see how it turns out. I think it's going to be pretty good. Smells good already, just mixing it up and cooking all that beef a little bit ago. Well, anyway, I'm glad to be back, and I hope to be making some more videos, and I hope everyone is happy to see me back too. And as always, send your comments and your suggestions and your tips and your tricks and your hints and all that kind of stuff. And, I might make your recipes if you want me to. I would like to do that. Anyway, it's a beautiful day today. It's really sunny. I don't know how warm it's going to get. But it might be a nice day to get out for a little bit, do some work in the backyard, get things cleaned up and ready for some projects that I want to do back there before it gets too hot. But anyway, so everyone, I hope you have a really great morning, and I hope everything's going well. I hope everyone has been well. I've missed everybody, as I've said. So, all right, for now, I'm going to get out of here. Got to get this kitchen cleaned up. We'll be back in about 4 to 6 hours, maybe about 5. And we will try the beef stew, see how it turns out. And I'll give you my honest opinion. All right, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and say it even though the video is just a part one. It doesn't have to taste good. Wait a minute. It does have to taste good. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to taste good. My goodness, I have really lost my touch over the past 3 months. Remember, it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to taste good. This is Ed. This is Let's Cook It. And if you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, that would really help me out. Everybody, have a wonderful morning, and we'll see you in a few hours. Bye for now.